Good morning. It's May the 18th, I guess. Ooh, kind of a chilly day. It's only 6 degrees, and with the wind chill, which are not usually something you want to talk about this time of the year, it feels like 2, according to Google, so a little chilly. We had this, the reason I didn't walk yesterday was because this cold front, which is why it's now chilly, that came through, brought with it this huge wave of smoke from the forest fires in northern Alberta and some in Saskatchewan too, I guess. And the air quality was, limit outdoor activity level of air quality. And thought, well, that's probably a good reason not to walk. Plus, I had a lot to do, of course, but that was the main reason. It's just the smoke was really, really bad yesterday, especially in the morning. It eased off a bit as the day went along. Then there was another wave, but it seemed to get bad. But this morning it seems to be mostly gone. So I'm walking over to Sask Books to start with, which is why I said this is a walk by a different route. So I'm actually going to go a little out of my way, go down here and walk through the park to get there. Then I'll cut this off at Sask Books and pick it up later when I'm leaving downtown as usual, I think. Or else I'll do it in 3 parts. I don't know, maybe I'll do 3 parts today. I published a book yesterday. Almost. It's almost out. 2 this week through Endless Sky Books. One is Simiakia, which is a modern-day Western by Lori Windows, who's a champion endurance horse rider. She competes in endurance racing on horses, and she's also a very good rider. So I'm very happy to have been able to make that happen for her. And then there's another Western, a more traditional sort of Wild West gunfighters and all that sort of stuff Western, by T.D. Zumak. I don't actually know how he pronounces his last name. I've never had it pronounced. Called The Brand of Brotherhood. And I'm working on getting that one out as well. So a busy week at Endless Sky Books. I've also got my first novel, Soulworm, which I'll be putting out in a new edition very soon now from Chautauqua Press. So lots of that going on. Editing to do. I've almost finished editing book 2 in Leslie Goodall's Empire of Kaz trilogy, which is coming out from Chautauqua Press this summer. And I'm editing and about to get started on the other one. I have 2 new novels coming out that I'm editing, and plus I have a bunch of short stories from my Kickstarter authors I need to start contracting for. And it's going to be busy, and I'm doing many other things too, and I'll even be away a bit, so all I can do is what I can do. Somehow it all happens, but most of my deadlines are self-imposed, so there is that. And he's been bothering me a bit more too. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I will be seeing a doctor in June for my annual physical, so if it's still bothering me then, which I think there's a good chance it will be, I'll get him to take a look at it. They're doing something over here at this house I would really like to see inside. I will take the underpass here if it's open. Last time I came by, it still had it blocked off, but I can't imagine it's still flooded. That might just be a leftover blockage. Actually, it looks like they moved it now, so I think. It's hard to tell from here. Otherwise, I'll have to cross at the crosswalk up here. It's still blocked? I don't think so. Well, yeah, it is actually. Now, why is that? Or is it? Or is that just left there, but it's not actually blocked? Doesn't look like it should be blocked, but since I've got it blocked, I guess I won't go through it. Could go around it, of course. Let's go around it and see what's going on. I'm just curious. There's a good reason for it to be blocked. It may just not have been cleaned up since it was flooded. You can see all this gunk down here. Oh yeah, it's still muddy under there. Because it was flooded several feet deep, so. All right. Oh, the stairs, my knee. Bad combination. We'll go up here and use the crosswalk then. Hey, there's a lilac bush blooming over there, it looks like. I've seen a few other trees blooming. I don't think I'll walk around the lake tomorrow, even though it's Friday. I have to drive up to the northwest to drop off some books, so I thought I might walk up along Rochdale Boulevard or up there somewhere, which is an area I almost never walk in, just to make it different. Assuming my knee holds up. Doesn't bother me too much walking, but it bothers me going up and down stairs. There are certain ways that I bend it. And yet it doesn't really feel like the joint. It feels like the connecting tissue around it. So, again, I don't know what I did. Always takes forever for this thing to change. Which is why I much prefer to use the underpass when it's available. We've still got the Union Jack flying on the bridge because of coronation. There was a time when I could have jaywalked. I should have taken it. I will take it if it doesn't change soon. Always makes you wonder if it's actually working or not. Come on. I'll go after this car that's coming now because I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. There's nobody coming. There it goes. Well, worked out about the same either way. This is Speaker's Corner. We'll take a quick walk through there. And of course, there's the lake. These lamps here did, in fact, stand in Speaker's Corner in London. Of course, the whole idea of free speech is under attack everywhere, mostly from the left these days. You can't say that. And if you do, we'll try to get rid of you somehow from any way we can. So, not a particularly great time to be somebody who would like to speak their mind. Traditionally, the left has been in favor of free speech more than the right, but these days it's the left that's attacking it everywhere. Free speech is always unpopular. It's always like, well, sure, I'm in favor of free speech, but not if you're going to say things like that. That's what it always comes down to. We all want to protect free speech until somebody is saying something we don't agree with. And then it's like, there ought to be a law. And governments are only too happy to censor. Businesses, everybody's got an inner censor that they're happy to unleash when people say things they don't like. Okay, that was Speaker's Corner, so it seemed like an appropriate place to say that. Let's walk through the park here. This will take us by the new swimming pool. In fact, I can probably walk through the grass and get a better look at it today. From over here. Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there. I'm also wearing my glasses again, so if you leave any notes, I can probably read them today. between the cloud cover and my glasses, it makes it easier to read the teeny tiny print. A lot of noise going on over there, but you can't actually see the pool yet. It's the underside of those trees. That is a chilly breeze. Almost wish I was wearing gloves. Got one hand in my pocket and the other's holding the gum bowl. As Alanis Morissette did not quite sing all those years ago. Big swath of green grass there. On this side of the Saskatchewan. I think I will at least change hands to beep beep, something's going on. Yeah, it's probably not wet, so I should be able to walk through the grass and take a peek at the swimming pool here, which I presume will be opening soon. I would assume they would like to get it open this summer. I don't know if they set a date or anything. There have been, in the past, flowers in here. I presume they will eventually come back. I don't know. Just weeds at the moment. Let's go see what's happening. Over here at the new pool. Well, ways from being open yet, clearly, but we can take a look at the new water slide here. And past it to, looks like a spray park over there. There we go, Wascana Pool, the new water slide. I've been working on, I've walked by it many a time from a distance, The pool itself over there. Looks like landscaping as much as anything going on here. This is outside the main fence, which should be that black one there. So, some sort of landscaping. I don't know what this little area will be. It's being paved. I don't know why. It's a dead end. I don't know what that represents. I guess all will become clear in time. Here is the credit union building, also pretty new. Be careful here because I'm coming out from between two parked vehicles. And then it joins on to Dark Hall. With a joint lobby space. Right there, where it says Dark Hall. So when you go to something in Dark Hall now, you come into this great lobby and you can park back here, or underground, in fact. Oh, I forgot, there's no way through here. Anyway, this is kind of the joint space. There's Dark Hall itself. I'll have to go around this way, either that or traipse through the bushes, which doesn't seem like a good idea. There's the pool again, some of the buildings going up, or they're up. Still working on them. I guess they're paving that whole little area there, but I guess that's parking. Would that be parking of some sort? Must be. There's the college building over here with the new addition that replaced a wing that was unsalvageable. And then the old part also has a lot of new stuff inside it. Part of it's just a facade, part of it is the original building. Straight ahead of us is the CBC and the soundstage. And Sask Books has its office in what was once was the education building for the university. When I first moved here, it was the arts building. I remember going to a play in a theater in there. I think the first time I was in there was when I came up from Weyburn, because I had placed in I come up here a couple of times. I think that one was the playwriting competition. No, because I did that after I moved here. Maybe I was there when I placed third in a creative writing competition. I think it was third. Under my pseudonym, because you had to use a pseudonym, so nobody knew who it was. My pseudonym then, it's the only time I've used that one, was James English. And there's a very good reason for that. Because Isaac Asimov had a pseudonym, Paul French. Now, Asimov was not French, but I am. Well, Willett is an English name, although there's also Umstats and Mappens, so there's French and German and other things in my background, but the name Willett itself is English. Anyway, this is the college building, now called the original University of Regina. Regina College, it was called originally. For a while, it was a campus of the University of Saskatchewan. The University of Regina was an offshoot, and then it became a separate university in the 70s, maybe? And there ahead of us is the sound stage, which was once the education building. Really a great way through here either, but at least it's just rocks and not bushes I have to navigate. I'll go this way. Hello, Robin. Goodbye, Robin. So this building now has a number of cultural things in it, including Creative Saskatchewan, which provides grant money for many cultural activities, including movie and television and books. Sask Books is in here as well. There's scaffolding on this side of the building. I just now noticed that. I wonder what they're doing. Go that way, but again, I'll be walking in the grass. There's no path for some reason. I've never quite known why there's not a sidewalk that goes around to the front of the building. You can't go in this way anymore if you're public. People that work there, I presume, can. So I wonder what the scaffolding's all about. Windows? Who knows? See? Reserved for Creative Saskatchewan. There should be some for Sask Books too, I presume. Anyway, can't go in this way. I have to walk around to the front. And there isn't actually a path officially, but as you can see, there's an unofficial one. Good morning, Jaunt Gaming. Good morning. Oh, I got scaffolding everywhere. What the heck? How am I supposed to get in? I have to walk around the fence to get in. Oh my. Seems like a fairly major undertaking here that I knew nothing about until this minute. Danger, do not enter. Windows, brickwork. I don't know. I'll ask when I get inside. So I'm going to stop this momentarily so I can go in and sign something, and then I'll pick it up again with a fresh feed when I come out. I think the inside of that tower is the only part of the old building that's still here. Everything else is just a facade. So this front entrance remains original. coat of arms, provincial coat of arms above it. But this is as far as I'll go for now. I'll either pick it up when I come out. I'll probably pick it up when I come out for the walk downtown. So it might be a three-parter today. Anyway, that's it for now. See you in a few minutes if you want to keep following. Goodbye.